welcome back to another podcast of On the Rocks with you-know-who, your favorite peeps,
Hey.
Tracy and Angie. Hey. And we just got back from the most fabulous trip.
Cabo, baby.
Cabo, man. What's happened to Cabo?
Well, we're going to give you...
Stays in Cabo.
No.
Not really. We're going to share it all with
We
you
were
because...
actually pretty lame.
we did video
Except
quite a
for
bit.
twice.
Yeah, we were boring except for twice. That was only me and you. Everybody
Yeah.
else was boring, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand what happens at Cabo.
I know.
It's like, yeah. If it
well,
wasn't for
first
us,
of all, it's the 3-hour time difference.
that's the problem. It was a 3-hour time difference.
Yes, and so by 9 o'clock, if we could stay... I think one night we went to bed, I'm not crapping, like at 8:30.
It was 8:30. It was 8:30 at night in Cabo on vacation. Crazy.
And then we were up at like
7:30.
6:30.
I never wake up at that
7.
time in the morning ever. It was just complete backwash.
Yeah.
Or is that the right word? Backwash? No, it's like
Backwards.
everything was backwards. But I think that's what happens on vacation, because when you have cocktails by the pool. And here we are at the Sky Pool. Sky adult pool. No kiddies up this way. Bar right in the pool. Great mango margarita. Delicious mango margarita. And you're having shots by the pool and stuff like that. I think that it kind of makes you tired as the day goes on. We're not spring chickens anymore, right? Ching's pickens.
Spings chickens. No,
Anyway,
it was a great time.
So
it was a
tell
great
us
time.
what happened. We had Taylor and Jesse, and by the way, I got to know my goddaughter's new beau.
Yes.
And I found him funny, amazing, and
Super nice guy.
I just love him.
Yeah.
She
fit
seems
right
so
in,
happy,
right?
Huh?
He just fit.
He fit in with
just fit
everybody,
right in.
and it was so nice, and he was so like caring and loving towards her.
Yeah.
And she just glowed. So that made me happy. When my goddaughter / my daughter, I want to tell everybody how wonderfully this salt and sun is in Mexico. Do you see this awful boo-boo that my goddaughter Taylor got? And guess what happened? From that boo-boo came this scab. And it's healed now, though. My children, her children, when they're all happy and that makes us all happy.
Yes.
And isn't that how it works for all of you out there? Our children are the most important thing to us and should be to every mother and father out there. And when you find them having such love and being so loved and being so cared for, it's just an amazing thing. Yeah. And that's what I saw when I saw in him. He just looks at her like so lovingly.
I know.
And protectively more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes.
So it was.
They
we
had a great time.
Yeah. We had a great house, although it had a little problem with the check-in status and all of that, but I fixed it. So I'm now
got it
an
all
elite
straightened
member
out.
of Pablo Benito. So watch out when I come back again. Yes.
Y'all better be
Better
on your
be on your
P's
game,
and
because
Q's.
you pissed me off this year, and guess what? Next year I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Well, that Houston Airport has got to
United.
be the absolute worst
Houston Airport and United.
Like,
Thanks, honey, for that information. Are you videoing me?
I know. What did I do?
You sent me the time that I asked for like 20 minutes ago.
2 hours. United sucked.
United
that's
sucked.
the airline my husband, he started with Continental and then Continental merged with United. I have to
Yes.
throw that in there because he was like,
Not happy.
Screw this
as
airline.
a captain, as a just freshly retired captain.
screw this airline. We suck. We got stuck in Houston for what, like 3.5, 4 hours?
It ruined the whole entire first day, which is exactly what they did to us when we went to Italy. And I swore then, last year we went to Italy, and I said,
United
I will
again?
never take United again, and then forgot because your husband booked it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just, because, he's a United pilot. But that's the same airplane, and I wasted an entire day of my Italy trip because of United, being delayed in the transportation, all that. Same thing happened to us now in Cabo. We got delayed for hours, and then we lost literally a whole day in Cabo.
Yeah, because by the time we got in, it was like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and we
were supposed to be there at like noon.
11.
Yeah, 11.
11. So
And
that kind of sucked.
the airplane, my God, have you ever seen somebody try to cram that? I mean, seriously.
No.
I'm 5'8". I could not imagine Jesse, who's 6'5", or no, shit, he's 6'7", trying to cram in there. He must have been licking his kneecaps.
He said he was in pain. It was not very fun at all, the travel aspects
No.
of all. And not only that, we were delayed going home as well. So now I didn't get home to my house until almost midnight.
Getting home was
It was crazy. United sucks. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah. They make us late, and then they
blame
get
us.
us. Right. They put us, and we land in Houston. And when I walked out and I saw that damn line, it was like herding cattle or something in a and I'm going, oh my God, they already delayed the flight like an hour. We're an hour late picking us up. We only had an hour to catch our connecting flight home. And I thought, there's no way in hell we are going to.
But then as I
Make that.
got, somehow I must have been flagged out. Both my husband and I got searched twice, once coming in and once leaving. They took all of our luggage and they pulled everything out of my luggage and looked through all the stuff. And all I could do, I was pissed at the guy, the Mexican guy. I probably could have got thrown into jail. But I was like, do you have any idea how long it took me to pack that? You better put that shit back into my bag because I'm not zippering it. I'm not doing it. I mean, the guy was like, and my husband's trying to joke with the guy, and he goes something about, I forget what he said, something about bringing drugs in. I didn't know you check bags for bringing drugs into Mexico. I thought it was on the way out as a joke. And the guy looked at him and I thought, oh God, we're going to jail. But it was totally an experience.
And it was a great trip. It was a great
Other
trip.
than
And
that,
we're very
it was a
thankful and
good
we're very
trip.
grateful.
The food was fabulous.
Oh, yeah,
Pablo
the food.
Benito does a fabulous job with food. And yes. But
What was your favorite?
my favorite is now going back next year and being an elite status member because
No, your favorite food.
my favorite food,
The restaurant.
I
I
have
like
to
that
say
new
the
one we
golf.
found.
That new one was good, but I have to still say the golf course with the filet mignon steaks and the peppercorn. That was really good.
That was good.
That was really good. I didn't get back to the Mexican, nor did we get to the Italian one either. So there's still they have so many restaurants there that it's hard to, because not only they have that, but they have the whole buffet.
Yeah.
Right. So
big.
you have to choose between, do I want to go to this 5-star restaurant, or do I want to go to the buffet, which is featuring blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
And so that's where your choices, you have to figure it out because you only have 7 meals, 7 dinners, So, I mean, I'm happy with the last one we did was really great. We found that one a little too late.
Yeah. What is it again?
Muffalota.
Fred. What is it?
Ludo.
It's not, it's Muffalota.
Are you talking about the? You're talking about the stuff in New Orleans?
No, it's just olive mix. It's this thing that you get, and it's all mixed up with chopped olives, and it's got carrots in it, and it's really good. It's muffalata. Muffalata.
Muffalata.
But we'll definitely, when we go back next time, now we know what we
And
want to
that
do.
the sushi. What was that one? The Japanese.
Japanese.
That was really good.
That was very good.
That was
Yeah.
very good. But then she got me freaked out because I was eating raw fish in Mexico. So now I feel like
That's
I
just
need to
plain
do a
Russian
course
roulette.
of. Now I feel like I need to do a course of ivermectin.
Ivermectin, man, all the way. I was like, oh my God, I am not doing that. The raw fish, but I did have a bite. I did have some of
You
it. I was
did.
like, oh,
It was
whatever. I got a
so-
little.
Oh my God, it
It
was
was
so good.
delicious. Yeah, it
that
was good.
salmon tartare or something. Oh, it was yummy.
Yeah, I did do a little of raw, which I don't ever do, especially being on ivermectin because, it's what I'm fighting against and why I'm taking ivermectin every day is to get rid of all the parasites. I don't want to add more parasites into my food.
But my whole thing was if you're already taking ivermectin and you eat it, shouldn't it kill it?
Of course it will.
Oh.
But why add more? Everything you do, for instance, I sipped this soda and I put it down and now all the air parasites are on the lip of the soda, if not falling into my soda. So now every time I take a sip, it's parasites going into my body. So how much can this much ivermectin fight, even though you take it every day?
Kill it all.
It's supposed to kill it all, but nothing works 100%. So, but I'm still been taking ivermectin religiously, and yeah. So,
Okay. Well, what was
your favorite part? There's definitely a whale. I keep seeing his tail.
Well, they're using his tail to round fish up.
The pool in the house, that was great. What was your favorite part? Our getting lost?
One day, wasn't the
Second
first
day.
day. It was the second day. So it was our first full day there. We went to the pool and we were hanging out, and we've got, what was his name? Marcos is coming with his little tray, and he's bringing whatever you want, all inclusive. We got the bracelet, bring it on. And we're just sitting there drinking and,
So here we are, sitting out, having a lovely cocktail. Bailey's
and liquor 43.
margarita, Arnold Palmer. And we are enjoying this beautiful ocean view. This is the beautiful Pablo Bonito Resort.
The guys ended up getting tired and left. And I met new friends, of course.
She met new friends all day. Let's not. And so, yeah, shot.
Yeah. And then just standing there, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, I feel like I've had my back to the sun for running my mouth for probably 2 hours at this point. And I'm like,
Longer than that.
God, it feels like, it's hot. Thank God I had on that one piece that had that little ruffle on my
thank
shoulder.
God, yeah.
I would have I'd have been dead. So then I was like, okay, well, Cage was like, you're getting fried. We need to go. Let's go back.
She didn't want to leave.
We're like, no, you didn't want to go
where
either.
I was having a great time in the sun. I was getting tan.
I know.
Yeah, the black doesn't show it, but the beige does. I mean, I got some great color.
Yes, she did. But, she's in it for 2 hours and she's just, looks like she just
Great
walked
blood.
off the island.
Great genes.
Yeah.
Great genes.
I have a little bit more European in there, I
You
think.
have a lot more European.
Oh my God. But I think one of my favorite things were there was this rowdy bunch of Canadian guys
Oh, yes.
that were, I'm assuming, on like a golf business type trip or whatever. And they were like all running their mouth over there, and they were talking smack about our president and everything like that. And I'm listening, and Tracy's going, no. And I'm like, yeah.
No. I'm like, no, don't go over there, Ange. Just let it go. Don't go over there. Come on. Let's go over here. Let's do this. No. And she had to cross the whole pool. Had to wade across the
With my
entire
drink
pool.
in a hand, do.
And struck up a conversation with them. And
They started smarting off about the president and what else?
don't you remember?
Maybe not. What? What else? I remember they were like talking crap and talking down about America, and
They were
it
definitely
pissed me
talking
off.
down to American, and she started getting
I got
spiky.
spicy. And I remember I looked
and I'm
at
like,
this
come
one,
on, we got to go.
and I go, yeah, Tracy's trying to now at this point drag me, and as she's dragging me across the pool, I
dragged her
looked at him
literally.
and I go, welcome to the 51st state, biatch.
And as I'm dragging her away from this group, and so
And
yes,
then we decided at that point it was probably time for us to
time
leave
for us
and go,
to leave.
go join.
Yeah, and then so we got
them
on
at the
this.
room. I almost broke my toe. I thought I broke
Getting on
my
a golf
toenail.
cart.
Oh my God. Getting on a golf cart, kick that toe plate thing where you step up on.
She was
I thought
so
for
sure
sure I
she
broke my
her
toenail.
Anyway, she didn't.
I didn't.
And we got off because she needed air, and we decided to try to
We were
find
gonna
our way
walk.
home, and we got lost.
I knew how to go. She
I
is
did not.
directionally challenged
A little bit,
very much.
I'll admit.
And she's like, this is not the right way. And she's going, Pedro.
There was, thank God,
A
a guy way
gardener.
down the road that we're walking that finally came to help us because
And he
we
was
were
like,
lost.
You're right down there. You're right down
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Thank God for that. So we made it home.
We did. We made it home.
And
the next day was a very, very quiet day. Very quiet.
but it was a blast.
I think we had a TV day, didn't we? Was that our TV day?
No, we still had a day. We still had a full day that
Oh,
day.
yeah.
But then we came home early and had a TV night that
Oh,
night.
TV. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah, that was
But
nice.
all in all, we had a great time. Pablo Benito.
I love traveling
Maria
with you. She's
Bonita.
my little travel buddy.
My
We
travel buddy. We always have a great time.
do so much.
Next year, Jamie and Jen, you're coming with us.
Yes.
And we're so happy to have Taylor and Jesse with us. We love Jesse. And
you,
next
Taylor.
time, also, we're bringing Ashley and the kids. So
And Gina.
And Gina,
And
my daughter,
Mike.
of course, and Mike.
And Miles, but we figured out
How to work it out.
how to work this out.
Yes. How to travel with kids who have kids.
We were
That's our
gonna
next episode.
stay. Tracy was gonna stay with Gina, and I was gonna stay in a suite
Yeah.
with Ashley and the kids, and then Cage and Fred are over there going.
Yeah.
They were like, "Can we get our own room?"
So what we decided was that we were going to stay together and the kids each get their individual suites.
Yeah.
And then we'll all come together at our place. But then I'm thinking about it and I thought, they have babysitting. So if we got the big house, we could have them all, we can all just be together and have a babysitter there where we're still there. Like my daughter would never leave her kids with some,
Yeah.
babysitter she doesn't know, as I'm sure yours wouldn't either. But if we have one that's there to supervise while we're there, we can
Amelia's like
still
gonna
have
be
fun.
7. Amelia's gonna be 7. She's like,
Yes, but it's worrisome
if she
with
would or
the
not,
tile floors and the stuff. So anyway, we'll have to figure all that out. So
yeah.
and we will.
Yeah,
And
we
then we'll
will.
report back next year with you guys or next
Yeah.
month or whenever we decide to go.
Okay, and we'll have some exciting video blooper clips of our trip
Of our trip, yes.
sprinkled in throughout this episode. So
Join in, watch us, like us, share us, and
hope we brought you a couple of laughs today.
yes, we hope so.
We're
And
grateful for you and thankful.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, adios, amiga and amigos.
Viva la Mexico!